Lesson 12. Sentences, phrases and clauses. Let's warm up, initiative and self-direction. Write negative sentences of the following. 1. The toys on the table were mine. 2. It is the wrong time for visiting mountains. 3. Reshu was uncomfortable throughout the journey. 4. They will always remember their last school tea trip. Let's observe analytical skills. Read the following sentences. Take this book. Wow! It is Gulliver's Travels book. What is your name? My name is John. What do you observe from above sentences? Let's learn conceptual learning. We observe that the above sentences express different feelings of those boys and girls. Based on the nature of expression, sentences are different. When a group of words is arranged in a certain way to make a complete sense, it is called a sentence. Sometimes, a sentence has just one word like wait, stop. These words make complete sense. Types of sentences. Sentences can be classified into 4 kinds as shown. Types of sentences. Assertive sentence. Interrogative sentence. Imperative sentence. Exclamatory sentence. Let us learn them in detail. Assertive sentence or statement. It says or states something. It asserts or tells us something about the subject. It starts with a capital letter and ends with a full stop, dot. Kinds of assertive sentence. Affirmative sentence. Negative sentence. It states yes or positive things about the subject. It states no or negative things about the subject. 1. We play in the park. Affirmative. 2. We do not play in the park. Negative. Affirmative sentence states positive about the subject of the sentence. Examples. A. They love swimming. B. We help them in need. Negative sentence states negative about the subject of the sentence. Examples. A. They do not love swimming. B. We do not help them in need. Interrogative sentence or question. It asks something about the subject. It starts with a capital letter and ends with a question mark. Kinds of interrogative sentence. Yes/no type question. It makes use of auxiliary or helping verbs such as am, is, are, have, has, had, would, could, can, may, do, does, did, etc. to ask questions. WH type question. It makes use of WH words such as what, where, when, why, who, whose, how, which, etc. to ask questions. Yes/no question sentence. It is used to ask for information or make inquiries with the help of auxiliary or helping verbs such as am, is, are, have, has, had, would, could, can, may, do, does, did, etc. Such questions can be answered in affirmative yes or negative no. They do not need to have full sentence answers. Examples. Question. Do you read in the morning? Answer no or no, I don't read in the morning. WH type question. Interrogative sentences may ask questions which need reasons or explanations. These sentences always begin with questioning words. Examples. A. Who among them is your father? B. Where are you going? Imperative sentence. For command, request, suggestion. A sentence that makes a request, command, order or suggestion, advice for some action is called an imperative sentence. Imperative sentences start with a capital letter and end with a full stop. Examples. A. You should do exercise daily. Suggestion. B. Please pay attention. Request. C. Shut the door. Command. Exclamatory sentence. It expresses joy, sorrow, anger, admiration, surprise, pity, and other feelings strongly. Like other types of sentences, this sentence also starts with a capital letter but ends with an exclamation mark. They can either be formed with the use of interjections such as alas, bravo, hurrah, oops, oh, ah, etc., or selected WH words such as what and how. Examples. A. How wonderful. B. Wow, the sight is so beautiful. Transformation of sentences. Look at the pictures and read the sentences below them. In the given sentences, the first sentence is an affirmative and the second sentence is a negative. Sentences can be transformed from one kind to another by modifying their sentence structures. I read a book. I do not read a book. Transformation of affirmative sentences to negative sentences. An affirmative sentence can be transformed to a negative sentence by adding no, not, or any negative word to it. Example. They work in the farmhouse. Affirmative. They do not work in the farmhouse. Negative. Here, do not is added before the verb work in order to make the sentence negative. Transformation of negative sentence to affirmative sentence. A negative sentence can be transformed to an affirmative sentence by removing no, not, or any negative word from it. Example. They don't work in the farmhouse. Negative. They work in the farmhouse. Affirmative. Here, don't, used before the verb work is removed in order to make the sentence affirmative. Transformation of affirmative sentences to interrogative sentences. An affirmative sentence can be transformed to an interrogative sentence by adding WH word or any auxiliary word to it. Example. Parents work in the farmhouse. Affirmative. Where do parents work? Interrogative. Here, where do is added before the subject parents and the verb work in order to make the sentence interrogative. Parts of a sentence. A sentence mainly has two parts, subject and predicate. Subject, predicate. A. A burglar broke the window glass. B. We go to school every day. C. The baby is playing happily. D. Fishes swim in the water. When we speak a sentence, it is sometimes called the naming part of a sentence or clause. A subject is commonly a noun, pronoun, or a noun phrase. It may be one word or several words. The subject usually appears before the predicate to show what is the sentence or who performs the action. Subject. The subject may be just a single word, a noun or a pronoun. Example. Ajay ran. Here, the proper noun Ajay is the subject of the sentence. The subject may be a noun phrase that is made up of a noun, any modifiers, determiners and complements. Example. The man in the last row was my brother. Here, the noun phrase the man in the last row is the subject. Two or more than two nouns, pronouns or noun phrases may be joined by and to make a compound subject. Example. Ram and his parents are responsible for the loss. Here, the compound subjects Ram and his parents. Imperative sentences always begin with a verb. Examples. A. Fetch the milk. B. Please open the windows. Here, the indirect subject is you. Predicate. Predicate is what the subject does. It is usually defined as a word group that comes after the subject to complete the meaning of the sentence. A predicate may be of one word or many words. Example, Ratna danced. Here, the verb danced is the predicate of the sentence. A predicate may be a group of words made up of main verb and any helping verb. Example, I have finished my project. Here, have finished my project is a predicate. A predicate may also be a complete verb phrase that includes a main verb and all the words related to that verb except the subject. Example, they go for a walk in the evening. Here, the predicate is the verb phrase go for a walk in the evening. Grammar, connect. A phrase is made up of a word which determines the grammatical nature of the unit and one or more optional modifiers. Phrases and clauses. Phrases. A phrase is a group of words that does not contain a subject and a verb and does not make a complete sense on its own. For example, in the given sentence which is below the image, to visit me last evening is a phrase because there is no subject in it linked to a verb. Clauses. A clause is a group of words that has a subject and a predicate. It is a group of words that forms different parts in a sentence. Each part is capable enough to make a complete sense because each clause contains a finite verb. A sentence can have more than one clause such as main clause and subordinate clause. Examples: A. Ranjan says that he is happy. B. Suraj went home because he was feeling unwell. He came to visit me last evening. We observe that, in the first sentence, Ranjan says and he is happy is joined by that. Here, Ranjan says is the main clause and that he is happy is the subordinate clause. Likewise, in the second sentence, Suraj went home and because he is feeling unwell are joined by because. Here, Suraj went home is the main clause and because he was feeling unwell is subordinate clause. If you remove the word that from the first sentence and because from the second sentence, you will get to different sentences with completely different meanings for each of the given sentences. Now, observe these sentences. The sun rises. B. The fog disperses. All these sentences are complete in their own way because each of them has a finite verb in it. But when they are joined by when, although in a meaningful way, they become main clause and subordinate clause of a bigger sentence and altogether give a different meaning. The fog disperses when the sun rises. B. Boys are playing in the field although it is night. Thus, clauses are the parts of a sentence which get joined together by means of some joining words such as conjunction to add further meaning to a sentence.